right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to TEC. Still here on Tuesday afternoon for some Rocket League action. Llama and Hot Sauce up on the desk for our final matchup of the day. This one is going to be exciting as we hop down to D2. It is Boyertown versus Gateway.
Yeah, we saw Boyertown a little bit earlier in Division 1. A little bit of a tough day, so maybe Division 2 looking to regain some of that ground. Nonetheless, it's going to be a tough job against Gateway. 1-0 on the season. They've certainly been performing very well. Pop Puke, a few of these names we're definitely familiar with here today, Llama.
Oh, yeah. A lot of really familiar names. And there's a familiar name actually from yesterday, Hot Sauce. Skalupadov. Actually, I believe the Valorant player playing some Rocket League. So just goes to show you how these kids are really talented. They can play multiple games and still really succeed.
Yeah, I think we had the pleasure of casting him in a previous Rocket League match as well. So certainly has a plethora of skills to showcase in many different games as we get going here. A minute off the clock. Both of these teams looking for that first goal thus far. We'll see if anybody can get it just here. It looks like Gateway trying to find the clear here if they can. The ball floating in front of the net. Sorry. We'll find the clear and across midfield. A nice touch over the head, nearly to the right, but beat you with the follow-up. Those second chance opportunities going to come in favor as they find goal number 1.
Yeah, really just not giving up on the play. That second chance really could touch off the backside of the car, off the post, off the car, right on in. And Gateway out to an early lead here. Gotta say, though, Boyertown really already starting with some fire in them as well. Winning the kickoff, it goes to the side wall. Not a win after that one as it gets put into their defensive zone. Now back to the corner where Lost will try to pick up the pieces. Italian boy gotta put that one on forward, and Gateway needs to get back on some defense because Boyertown's running straight at him.
And now across to the midfield. Pop Puke looks to carry back. Can he get in time? And he does. He finds the save here. Spencer looking for that goal, but unfortunately this one will be knocked away. Still knocked into the corner here of the Gateway side as they look for that clear and trying to find some breathing room back on the other side of things here. Across the net here, floating down as BU will find the demo, opening up some space. Can they find it here? They do. Pop Puke able to find goal number 2.
Yeah, this ball kind of awkwardly floating around that goal line, and Pop will be able to find that second goal, like you mentioned, bring Gateway to a nice little lead for themselves. But just following up on these play shots, they're not giving up. They're pushing that offense forward, and they are getting rewarded for it.
Yeah, they're just really quick to the ball right now, being the more aggressive team slightly. We'll see if Boyertown could begin to pick it up here a little bit. Ska Loop now in the backfield as well off the crossbar as Pop Puke looks to pop that one in. Unfortunately, that one doesn't fall. Now at midfield, it looks like Skalupadov looking to carry it down on the counterattack. Lost will find a touch into the corner, and Pop Puke with a clear. Not a strong one, though, but nobody in the backfield here for Boyertown.
Get some players back eventually. Those rotations do come on through. But yeah, Gateway charging up here, looking for the follow-up. I'm sorry, I beat you almost across the backboard there as the whole defense kind of coagulating together. You really don't want to see that spread out a little bit and finally get that clear. But it's only Ska back in net, and the shot goes over the entirety of the defense. What a shot here, and it'll put Gateway at 3.
Yeah, Gateway starting to fire on all cylinders here collectively as a team as they go up by 3 here, a little bit past the halfway mark. 4 shots, 3 goals. We'll see if Boyertown could maybe start to create some of this offense here. Some demos, some bumps could go a long way as Spencer. Nice little touch over the head. Not the power they wanted, though, and can't find the clear. A big demo on the play after play. A wide open net as the team scurries to get back. They find the clear. A shot from midfield. That one's going to be to the left as Italian boy will find the save. The ball looking to settle in front of the Boyertown net, though, and Lost with a banging shot across in front. Nobody there to capitalize. BU looks to put it back in. The team circling around, looking for that rotation. No clear just yet here for Boyertown as they look to find a little breathing room.
You need that breathing room because, man, oh man, it's just on every shot. Gateway is making you pay, making you work for it. And finally, it'll be Lost going up into the sky. The touch off the backboard is so nice and clean to give them 4.
He's lost, but the goal was found. 4-0. Gateway up on top at the moment. 1:47 on the clock. The kickoff going in the slight favor here, but Boyertown able to punch it back to the other side. A big demo, a double demo at that, as both members will lose the car in that explosion. Lost on the carry, looking for the reset. Pinch off the wall across the net here. Sorry, can't get there in time. And Skalupadop will bop him on the head. Find the demo now in front of the net, though, and a wide open one at that. Beat you will capitalize. And the relentless firing squad that is Gateway right now is just hammering these shots left and right.
Yeah, they're putting so many shots on board. They're also, just like we said before, making Boyertown work for every single save. Every single shot is not just a pass. It's a shot opportunity that they have to work for. And look at this one. Lost just goes through the air this time, going aerial to pick up the hat trick.
Yeah, we saw him double commit on the kickoff there, and you almost never want to do that, especially at the higher tier play. Typically, whoever's on the left side of the field will go for the ball. That left angle has just a slight closer of a distance there to get to the ball. So a little bit of a double commit on the kickoff. Unfortunately, it does haunt him there. Gateway able to capitalize. Italian boy, though, looking for one of his own, and that one is just wide and to the right. A nice shot and Lost comes up with another save. Gateway working like a well-oiled machine at the moment.
Defense is stepping up just as much as the offense to work towards being that well-oiled machine, but right now, a nice shot. This one's just gonna slowly roll in. Skaloop will not only pick up the goal, but picks up the demo after.
Yeah, that well-oiled machine might have blew a gasket as we were speaking there, because Skalupa dops it on in for their first goal, and this could be the fire they need to get them started here. A little boost in the confidence. We'll see if they can carry that forward and maybe find a goal or two more before we head into the next match of this best-of-5 series.
It's the hope, right? You want to pick up a couple more goals. You want to keep that momentum flowing and going here from this game one, because like you said, we got a best-of-5. We got more games, and there is that possibility to step on right back up. But for Gateway, you'd love to score one more. I mean, right now, who wouldn't love a trip off to Brazil if you are on the Gateway side? Nice vacation, and they're gonna get it. Lost with their fourth. We'll slam another home.
Yeah, again, I mean, Gateway showing you they have the skills, and you got to wonder, this is a Division II team, question mark? Certainly playing very, very well. We've seen Pop Puke in the past as well. And I mean, right now, Gateway up 7-1, looking for that Brasile as 25 left on the clock. Llama, what do you think Boyertown can maybe do differently to change up the pace here in match number 2?
I mean, it really seems like they were working well when they were getting those demos. It looks like this ball almost rolling in. Lost should be able to set back up and maybe clean that one up. But yeah, those demos really seem to work out for them, help them out. But their passing, I feel like they can get back to that. You know, they're just kind of sending on in, setting in the one shot, and then having to back up because they have no boost. They've been using it all on the defensive end. So boost management and getting those demos, I feel like that physicality is not only something we love because it's fun and exciting, but can really change up a play.
Yeah, I mean, a bit of back and forth. But again, you know me, I'm a fan of the demos. I'm a fan of that aggressive play style. So, I will never say no to more aggressiveness.
All right, well, Gateway, they're going to be taking this first game out of the best-of-5, starting out the series exactly the way they would have wanted. But, yeah, we want to see some more demos. We want to see some more explosions, so we hope we get that in this second game. But Boyertown did put up some good amount of shots. They still had 5 shots on the board. A lot of them were forced to be saved away as well from Gateway. So really good on-point shots is what we want to see going into this next game.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think they had a fair amount of shots on Boyertown, but I think, again, with maybe some of those demos creating some of that space, they'll be able to open it up a little bit and find the back of the net. Again, they can't allow Gateway to run away with it that early.
No, you can't. You just really can't give over a couple of those scores because it is kind of unfortunate that if you go down a little bit early, then you have to work a lot to get back. We're starting off here in our game number 2. Boyertown, they are going to be looking for the possibility to run this back. They are going to want to try and win this game number 2, bring themselves to a 1-1 on the scoreline. They saw that they could put up the shots in the last game. They saw they had 5, but they're already started with a really good kickoff here. They have the extra possession. They have a little bit extra pressure, but I'm sorry, leading the charge all of last game, leading the cavalry into battle this time. I'm sorry, goes up to the sky as well, but can't get exactly the touch they want.
Oh, and then unfortunately we see Boyertown with the ball, but Skalupadop running into the back of his own teammate, knocking the ball from the team, and Gateway able to capitalize here. So a bit of miscommunication maybe, unfortunately, that comes back to haunt him here.
slight little bit, almost a miscommunication actually from Gateway. Two of them go up, they almost bump into each other, but they still find a way to get that first goal, and that's what it's all about, because Boyertown did look good at the end of that last game to kind of stifle that momentum. Does feel pretty good. They're winning the kickoffs as well. Good reset here. Pop, gonna pop that one right to the teammate. Lost goes for the passing shot, but won't be able to find it now. The counter attack, almost a score on the other side from Italian Boy.
Bit of back and forth here now at midfield as they look to settle. Gateway will find the slight control as BU for that play after play continuously finds the demo, and Pop Puke is just vomiting the ball into the back of the net left and right.
This is nice. I mean, puts it on in with all three defenders in the area. Actually finds the bounce pass off the ground when the defenders are there too. So really, really good stuff. And Gateway finding their second goal again has just got to feel good. Only really a minute gone off the clock too.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of controlling not only the momentum, the pace, but the field domination as well currently, as we see Italian Boy trying to get in there and create a little mix-up. Pop Puke across midfield looking for the aerial control. This one gets a little squirrely and away from the car here as Spencer finds a touch, looking for the clear, looking to settle off the sidewall. Bit of a double commit once more. The ball to the net. Now another double commit as they find the save. Gateway unable to capitalize on this one, but again, they are relentless in this firing squad. Lost will call off Pop Puke, looking for the second touch off the backboard. Not there as well. Trying to bump the goalie out and looking for more as I'm sorry, but again, somehow Boyertown is going to dodge a bullet or a goal, so to speak here.
Yeah, I mean, dodging every single one of them. Neo in the Matrix out here with how many shots Gateway are putting on board. Shot after shot, the relentlessness like you mentioned. Now a minute, though, of a little bit of that dry spell on the scoreboard. Gateway is going to try and find that oasis in the desert, find that extra goal here, because, again, it looks like Boyertown does not have any boost, and they don't have any to defend that shot. Pop going to put that one up and make it 3.
Yeah, they might have been Neo, but Pop Puke able to decipher the Matrix here as he slips this one over the head of the goalie for goal number 3 for Gateway. 2 for Pop Puke, looking for that hat trick. 2 goals on 2 shots, and just 5 altogether here off of 3. No shots for Boyertown just yet. They need to find a way to get the ball to the other side of the field and maybe create a little bit of that possession time.
Have it off the kickoff. They have some possession time of their own, but they really do need to get those clears. They're getting trapped in their own end, using a lot of that boost, but here's a good drive for them. A good shot there from Ska, now off to the teammate, trying to continue off the play, and maybe you can start stealing away their boost. All 3 players hovering around the net. They do double commit for that one, but it is still a save. The defense from Gateway hasn't really been tested all throughout this series, but now they very much are. Italian Boy lost, dives in, makes the U-turn, and the counter attack is gonna lead to a goal.
Yeah, I mean, they had some really good shots, but again, we see nobody circling out there. We see so many times Boyertown, they have 2 to 3 cars right next to the ball. You need those rotations. You need to give your teammate a little bit of space. So if that happens, you're coming in with some momentum. You're able to knock that ball into the back of the net. Right now, they're just coagulating together. They're bunching up a little bit too much. They're not having the rotations or the momentum. So just some minor basics to work on here to kind of correct, and they could definitely set themselves on the right course.
That's what it's all about, getting back to those fundamentals, learning those up, and increasing that skill all throughout that season. I'm sorry, going for the demos, though. We wanted to see some exciting explosions, and Gateway took that one to heart, but you see the nice passing right around that midfield, around that goal, rather, that they get to put up some shots. That pestilence here just got to keep on going, bouncing through the crossbar. Finally, Pop will get a shot on that one.
Yeah, I mean, again, they've just been relentless, right? With these shots after shots, now the crossboard. And what we see from Boyertown is that rotation breakdown I'm kind of talking about. There's never a third man kind of in position. We see them often double or triple committing, having to circle back. So again, they just a minor refresher on some basics, working on those rotations, making sure to always go to the far post and working back toward the ball could really have a different outcome for them. So I think if they just break down a few things in these fundamentals, we can certainly see a different outcome.
for sure. Get back to those VOD reviews, get back to those fundamentals. Right now, though, Gateway leading in those fundamentals, 5-0, 1 minute left to go. I will say, though, it seems like a better game for Boyertown. It seems like they have been able to calm down the ball a little bit more, the score a little bit closer towards the end of this game. So I want to see maybe if they can get one or two late goals here, and they could take that into the next game. That momentum can really be a huge thing.
Yeah, Spencer will try to start it off with a demo, but Pop Puke will carry across midfield, expending quite a bit of that boost there. There is one at midfield to pick up, but that'll be taken by I'm Sorry up into the air. Won't find the touch they need. Now the counterattack. It's wide open. Can they get there in time? And this one will roll in. Spencer will fire it in with some fierceness to put a little statement in the exclamation point on at the end. But 1-5, a huge deficit to overcome. So again, you start working toward that next game, building that momentum, building that confidence once more.
That's got to be super confidence there, because Gateway is pushing up super heavily. From Boyertown, you're starting to recognize, okay, they're getting a little bit overconfidence. They're playing way too high of a line where their offense is. If we just get one touch and we're out of the zone, we can find those easy goals. But unfortunately, like you said, this game is probably all done and dusted for them. Maybe they could find one more, though, as they get back on offense. The pass is good, but denied midair there.
Yeah, and some good communication there as well. Obviously, when you're down by a lot, you have to cheat forward. You'll look for those goals. So these late goals may come in like this, but you can't let that discourage you. I saw right here in this last minute some really good plays from Boyertown. We just saw a really good pass from Scott across the midfield that didn't quite connect. But these give and goes, these pass plays, not bunching up together, making sure that your teammates' cars aren't touching will go a long way. If Boyertown can continue to do what they did in that last minute for the next 5, they very well could steal a win away here from Gateway.
100% think so. I really do. They are showing some good signs here, signs of life. And Gateway on the other side, you got to, again, not get overconfident. The series is not just over yet. It is a reverse sweep possibility for Boyertown, but you never can really count a team out. You really have to play them to the highest degree and see what you could do here going into game number 3. And those scores reset, Hot Sauce, so everybody gets to go back to 0.
Yeah, absolutely. Pop Puke, one to look out for at the moment, though. 3 goals just off of 3 shots, an assist, and a save as well. So really all over the field. Boyertown held to 0 shots until about that last minute and 30, which we saw him snag 3 there in those final moments. So again, they need to keep up that quick and pace, make sure they're firing those shots, and work on those rotations. The basic fundamentals of rotations will go a long way for Boyertown. If they can keep up with that, I certainly think they could steal a game away. But again, it's always easier said than done up here, especially against the talented Gateway team.
Yeah, it is much easier said than done. I would definitely not be able to beat either teams, but you know what? Gateway, they're looking to clean it up right here. Boyertown, they found maybe the secret sauce this last game to pick up a game win. The question is, will they be able to mix the right ingredients off into this one? We got to see here in game number 3.
Well, we'll start this one off really quickly as Pop Puke will pop it into the back of the net. We'll see it one more time off the booming pass from Sorry, and just a well-read play from Boyertown. They look to clear the ball. Unfortunately, they don't find the touch they need. It bounces off the sidewall. Pop Puke coming in with a fierceness, able to capitalize. 4:48, they'll find that first one. We'll see if Boyertown can slow them down a bit here.
Is the hope here. A lot of early goals from Gateway in the past couple games. They haven't been able to be really slowed down. And you talk about a Gateway squad looking at 1-0 on the record, trying to add another win here to their kind of overall standings. You were kind of questioning D2. This team really seems like they're trying to prove their mettle, get to that D1 level, and they really are showcasing how well they can work together.
Yes, they are certainly doing a much better job here thus far in game 3 as the ball begins to float down in front of the net, though, in a dangerous position to be in. Italian boy, the speed on that one, 110 kilometers. We'll see it once more from the midfield up over top, beating the defender there as well. And this is what you want to see, that aggressiveness, that hunger for goals from Italian boy. Tied up 1-1. We'll see if Boyertown can keep that momentum rolling in their favor.
Yeah, keep this momentum rolling, keep it going, because that was actually a really beautiful read from the middle of the air to get that goal. And not only that, you stop the bleeding a little bit. Now you're all tied up with Gateway. You haven't let in those multiple amount of shots in this early game, and you are right back in it. 4 minutes left to play here as they keep on continuing on the offense. Off the backboard, almost there. The shot was looking good. The passing is starting to get there, and Scott is going to go right back to midfield to put another one on.
Yeah, great job of being relentless here. We see it from Italian over the top as well, and they're doing a good job of peppering in these shots left and right, kind of creating some confusion in the defensive Gateway here as it begins to break apart a little bit. I'm sorry, can't finally clear this one in front of the net again. A double commit here from Gateway, a wide open net, but Spencer unable to turn in time. Italian boy looks to drive it home. The booming clear is there. Spencer needing to turn on this ball before they get there. Unfortunately, this is up top around the horn, and they will find the save once more, but Gateway really starting to pick up the pace once more.
Everybody's picking up the pace. Gateway really starting to get fired up, but Boyertown looking absolutely great in this game. A lot of that extra offensive possession time we wondered if they could have get. They are starting to build up. The clears are coming through, though. Gateway back on offense. Their counterattack has been pretty deadly across the backboard. I'm sorry, we'll get bumped out of the way, and Pop can't get there in time for that one. Lost has to back up to midfield. The rotations are good. The shot is good, but the last defender, I'm sorry, is able to save that one.
Yeah, this is the Boyertown team that we're used to watching here. Definitely playing much, much better together. A little bit of a tough start in those first 2 games. You got to wonder, had they been playing like this the whole time, if maybe the outcome would have been a bit different here, as we are now past the halfway mark, still tied 1-1, a much lower scoring game than we've seen in these previous 2. Is Sorry looks to carry across midfield. Pop Puke in the middle. He finds the pass. A little bit of miscommunication there as Pop Puke kind of cheated inward there. Solid pass play. Unfortunately, it doesn't connect. Beating looking for more across midfield. A wide open net. Italian can't get back in time.
Nice read here. Really good job from Pop to put this one in the net. The second goal for them, and you just see I'm sorry kind of getting up and active, getting in the face of Italian boy who can't get tall enough to save that shot. Gateway back on top here with their second goal. Boyertown, though, has still outshooted them in this game, Hot Sauce. They're up 4-3 in the shot counter.
Yeah, we've seen some solid shots there, and unfortunately, that one will sneak in, and that can haunt you. You know, we saw previously Italian kind of going over for that boost without having any defenders in the backfield, kind of leaving that wide open net. Here, again, we see a bit of a double commit in that middle field there as the ball goes across. So, again, they just need to make sure they spread the field a little bit, work on those rotations. And again, it will go a long way for them. Not out of this one just yet, though. Still plenty time on the clock here to find these 2 goals. But right now, Gateway on that counterattack once more.
Counterattack that has been so deadly. Lost not. Tango there pulls out the protractor for that one. Picks up another goal for themselves and the 4th for the team. But how about that angle?
That was just a beautiful touch from Lost. A really well-read play. Knows that he's up in the air. He has the spacing, has the angle, doesn't want to do anything too fancy, just sticks to those fundamentals, hits a nice shot to the back of the net, putting his team up by 3, and with that, almost sealing the deal. Not quite there just yet, but certainly a very, very comfortable cushion to be resting on.
It's a good cushion. It's a good safety blanket for them. Boyertown, they're going to have to score a goal every 30 seconds if they want to try and come back in this game. And as a reminder, Gateway already up 0-2 in the series, 2-0, whatever you want to call it. They only need one more game to finish it off, but it is not over yet. Boyertown trying to pressure on in, getting that offensive time. Spencer just getting active in the corner, pushing Lost around, but the pass is denied. Scott almost gets in front of it, but just doesn't have enough boost to finish the job.
A wide open net as well, and things just got a little out of hand for them there. We saw a big demo coming in from Boyertown as well, but Gateway already on the counterattack. Up into the air, Lost. Looking to do something crazy, but Skalupa Dot will find the stop once more as Pop Puke can't get the touch either now in the midfield. Boyertown one more time looking for the counterattack, but the ball has already been stolen away. Pop Puke looking for something fancy over the head. We'll have help here from Boyertown to find the stop. 30 seconds on the clock. 3 goals may be too many.
Might be too many, or it might be just enough. Oh, that shot there from Spencer hits the left post. The shot here, bouncer going in for Italian boy.
Yeah, Italian boy just being relentless, and you never say never, never give up. We see that from Italian. A nice touch once more off the top of the cars. It bounces over the head of the defender, finds the back of the net. 2 goals, though. 20 seconds is a tall task to ask. We'll see if maybe they can get something going here off the kickoff early, but once more, Gateway seeming to be controlling the ball possession.
Gateway's playing up to that last second. They're making sure that there is no possibility. Lost driving towards the corner. I'm sorry, getting another touch on in. And with that floater, it should be all but over. Maybe one more goal here, but zeros on the clock. It is going to be Gateway taking this third game. They'll take the series in 3-0 fashion, but hot sauce, how about the improvement over this series from Boyertown?
Yeah, I mean, the game three was a really, really solid game, and that's the Boyertown team we're used to, and that just speaks volumes for these kids as well. Obviously, going down 2-0, losing quite a bit in game number one can be detrimental to that mental health, but certainly fighting through strong, and you love to see it, right? Boyertown all the way to the very last second of every game, fighting tooth and nail. We saw some solid goals coming in from Italian Boy there at the end as well. So certainly just one of those things that happens sometimes. They had a little bit of rough start in those first two games. Just took them a little bit too long to get going. They eventually got there, and I did like what I saw. But so hopefully going forward, they'll be able to snag a win here in that next game. But with that being said, Gateway will go to 2-0 on the season, certainly looking like one of the top teams here in Division Two.
They really are. They are looking solid all the way around. Like you said, to improve that record feels good, but I would also be a little bit careful for the teams that are winning. We always mention this as well. We say, okay, if you took a loss, make sure to go back for the VOD review. But for the teams that are winning as well, make sure to go back, see what your mistakes were, because even the best teams, even the best players make mistakes no matter what. So if you can solidify those even more, you can make your team even better.
Yeah, I mean, any extremely talented player at any level, whether it's, middle school, high school, all the way up to the pro scene, will always tell you that there is always room for improvement. We all make mistakes here and there, so VOD reviews do go a long way. So you're absolutely right about that, Llama. Unfortunately for us today, that's going to be all the Rocket League for today. We do have some Overwatch coming up tomorrow as well. And correct me if I'm wrong, Llama, but I believe we are adding some middle school action in the Rocket League department to the repertoire here, potentially on Thursdays.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. We got some Overwatch action tomorrow, and then that middle school Rocket League on Wednesday. So, or sorry, the Thursday. But yeah, we get to see. It's nice because we get to see some of the talent that's coming up through the middle school that might go to these high school teams that we can see later and later. It's nice to see that development, and it's nice to see some Overwatch as well. Love me some of that.
Absolutely. Well, as always, everyone, we certainly appreciate everyone hanging out, watching, supporting today, whether it's the students, the parents, the teachers, the friends. We certainly appreciate each and every one of you guys. So thanks again for tuning in to the Tech High School series. Be sure to check out all the sister channels as there are many streams Monday through Thursday. That's all for us today, though. We'll see you back here tomorrow at 3:15 Eastern. Hope everyone has a wonderful night. See you later.